Wow, 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 wow. The flavor is so bold and so intense. It's almost like I'm drinking a spoon of barbecue sauce. So summertime calls for barbecue, and who does not love barbecue? I love barbecue a lot. And so I'm really excited to be trying out these chips that I got from Trader Joe's. And they are just not any standard barbecue sauce flavored chips, but they are actually Carolina Gold BBQ flavored chips. So for those of you joining for the first time, I'm Yun. At NoshFinder, we are here to bring people together through flavors. What exactly is Carolina barbecue compared to other barbecue sauces? Normal barbecue sauce is actually a sauce that's used for marinade, basting, condiments or toppings for cooked meats, barbecue meats like beef ribs or chicken. So dating back to the 17th century, the origin of barbecue sauce actually came all the way back to the formation of the first American colonies. There's actually multiple references that stated in English and French literature over the next 200 years of just barbecue sauce evolving. So there's actually 4 core barbecue sauces that actually originated back then when there were the first 13 colonies. They included the Vinegar and Pepper, which is the earliest homemade barbecue sauce. There's the mustard flavor barbecue sauce, a light tomato sauce, and a heavy tomato barbecue sauce. And to this day, every barbecue sauce in the US actually falls into these 4 core categories. Sugar, ketchup, and Worcestershire sauce started to be used in the 1920s, but after World War II, the quantity of sugar and a number of other ingredients actually increased dramatically to be used in barbecue sauce. Most American barbecue sauces can trace their roots all the way back to the eastern regions of North Carolina and South Carolina. So the ingredients could vary with the barbecue sauces, but most commonly it would include vinegar, tomato paste, and mayonnaise or a combination of that as a base. And they would use liquid smoke, onion powder, and spices such as mustard and black pepper, and sweeteners such as sugar and molasses to be part of this barbecue sauce. The mustard-based barbecue sauce, which is pretty much our Carolina Gold barbecue flavor today, actually goes back to the heavy influences from the Germans living in South Carolina since the 18th century. The golden sauce is actually made mainly of like yellow mustard, vinegar, sugar, and spices to give that Carolina Gold barbecue taste. The taste of this barbecue sauce is actually tangy, with a little zippy edge that makes it really, really good. And I think it should go really well with these chips today. So I wonder if these chips actually will taste like just plain barbecue chips, or would it actually taste like that mustardy, tangy barbecue sauce that we just described? So let's find out. All right, so we have these Carolina Gold barbecue flavored rich cut. Ooh, I love rich cuts because they trap all the flavors. All know that. Potato chips from Trader Joe's. And it's really a very plain looking bag, but I kind of got the barbecue sauce from Trader Joe's, and turns out that they look exactly the same. So that's probably why the packaging is the way it is. When I turn it to the back, ingredients include potatoes, sunflower oil, some sugar corn. So you can see a little bit of that mustard powder that was described, white vinegar powder, tomato powder, molasses. So the core ingredients of barbecue sauce, including Worcestershire sauce powder and some natural smoke flavor. So I see hints of barbecue sauce in these chips. So let's open it up and see how they taste. So these chips, they actually have a nice mustardy powder on it. So it's pretty yellowy. I guess it doesn't look like barbecue sauce flavor, which is usually like a brownish red tint. It actually has a very mustardy type of look to it. And when I smell it, yeah, I definitely smell a bit of that liquid smoke, the smoky type of flavor. A little bit of maybe some mustard powder and some seasonings, and that's about it. It smells pretty bold, and I'm actually my mouth is kind of watering because it kind of reminds me of like barbecue sauce flavor. So let's try it out and see how it tastes. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So much flavor. Incredible. Wow. I thought the chip would have some flavor, but the flavor is so bold and so intense. It's just immediately, it's almost like I'm drinking a spoon of barbecue sauce. Absolutely delicious. I love the flavor. It's not too salty, but it has a great saltiness still to it. And the first thing is the texture itself. The texture with the rich cut, it actually traps a lot of the seasoning, so it actually is pretty bold in terms of the flavors because it's all trapped inside the ridges. It has a really natural potato cut type of texture. It's crunchy but not overly crunchy that you're like chomping down, but it has a nice bite to it, and it has a nice natural potato type of taste. In addition to that, it has these so many complex flavors. It actually has the full barbecue sauce, Carolina Gold flavor. It has mustard, and it has like the tanginess from the vinegar and the Worcestershire sauce. You can definitely taste the Worcestershire, and then a nice little bit of a smokiness. So the combination of it is just a really delicious barbecue chip. It's not your average barbecue chip. Your average barbecue chip might have like a little bit of sweetness, a little bit more of a tomato-based type of like taste. This one is specifically like a Carolina Gold with a nice mustardy type of base to it, in addition to those liquid smoke flavors and a bit of that vinegary taste to it. So I absolutely love this chip. It's so good. When I'm missing barbecue days, I will eat these chips. When I'm having barbecue days, I will eat this chip. I highly recommend you go to Trader Joe's and pick these up. I would give these chips a NoshFinder rating of 5 out of 5. So what are your favorite barbecue chips? Leave a comment below and let me know. Thanks again for watching today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, be sure to click those like buttons. And if you want to follow me on the daily, be sure to follow me on Instagram at NoshFinder, and I will see you next time on the next snack review.